How much paint does it take to make a painting? The super bird of paradise dances for his girls on a lump of clay. He makes the noises of eternity on a chunky pillow made of everlasting plaster. But it's just a painting. It's only used canvas, watered into chunky shapes and heavily impastoed, both intimate and sculptural, both noisy and static. I'm thinking of this doughy materiality through which a painting can be brought into being. But what is the cost of artistic production on the environment? Depends on the practice, you would say. I'm interested in the relationship between painting and the natural environment, but not as a debate on climate emergency and or our shared responsibilities. My art is an act of the planetary health, of the dreams of the sky and the land and the sea. How academic or first person can I be here? This is my response. Paint on a round plate. The digital image becomes a physical object. Brazen brush marks push up at edges. Drooping surfaces twist against forms. Thickly applied paint on a plastic plate on a wooden board. I'd go further to explore more, but I refuse to create more waste. I react against the flattening of our visual world and retain a need for a more sustainable thinking and behavior in my own creative practice. I recycle my own dreams of the birds, of the sky, of the land, of the sea. The vagueness in which her patches of pastel-like colors overlap or sit next to each other suggest comfort rather than clumsiness. The origin of life is a clumsy awakening of life, the intuitive mind searching for a strange place or a primitive landscape out of which more familiar shapes may be formed. It's a cafe in Baghdad, layer on layer of thickly worked paint. This mess of painterly application speaks to the imprecision of memory and a certain loss of daylight. She's interested in the relationship between the home and the natural world. He blurs the line between familiarity and strangeness, deconstructing the idea of home and assessing the human condition in its wider social, political, and natural structures. They use natural materials, sand, wax, and marble powder. Their paintings are produced mostly on repurposed surfaces, from found wood to poster paper and discarded cardboard. The impulse is to pull images back from the brink, to liberate them from the loose vagueness of memory, and paint them into the world once more. An examination of human life and our place as one with nature sustains my own creative instincts and motivates my inquiry into ideas of deep ecology. I have reclaimed a seat of a damaged IKEA wooden chair to seek a liminal space reflecting the mind's power to hold together two seemingly separate spaces. In the act of painting, the chair's seat has become a window. The window is not real, but neither is the seat anymore. You are inside, and the seat window shows the outer world. It's almost night, and the outside sits right in front of you. I am a painter. I paint. I come from my grandfather's orchard, and the bright earth brings forth its dust of burnt rock and bone, pigments of light and mud. Oh, to paint a fire and eat it. a chair on fire. The world is full of ideas. Do we need more ideas? Yes. I just wanna paint. But the earth speaks of pain. It's pain, our pain, my pain, and I must respond with compassion. The lands slide. The rains fill up the houses. Ancient forests dance in flames. The heat breaks the back of the tea farmer. It's an ecological freak show. And we watch, and we talk, and we activate. And we talk, and we watch, and we activate. And we meet, and we talk, and we watch, and we activate. What can a painter do? I want to make art that means something. I want to paint as if life, my life, depends on it. A painter, I must dig deeper for earth-born reds, blues, yellows. A painter, I must draw gently on the materials that feed the earth. A painter, I must paint humbly the fearful fire that once gave life meaning to the world.